Okay, so this video that I'm gonna do, I'm going to kind of make it a segmented video. I'll probably use the full 10 minutes for each video. There is a lot to say and there's a lot to go over, and I do have a lot to say. You can actually check my page. I have history of back when I had first started healing myself. Healing when I started documenting, I should say, because I started back in April of 2023. Hold on one second. So if you want to go and check out where I started to where I am now, you'll see a major difference. I will be honest, I still have a little bit of fright in doing videos and stuff like that, but I think it's normal. I think it's getting past the phase of the worry of what other people think. And to be honest, I've learned to accept that not everybody's going to agree with me. There's going to be people that are going to have a different opinion of me, of how it worked for them. And I realized my story is not having to match anybody else's. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of being human. That's the beauty of this life that we are given, is not everything we go through is going to match anybody to a T. Okay. There will be people that will have paths that are next to each other, and you guys will walk a path, but then it splits. There's something that comes in and it's different. Sorry. Hold on one second. Okay, let me get to the actual point of what I'm trying to get at here. Let's talk about the people in your life that I like to call the ones that are restrictors, or the people that pull you down and keep you from moving forward. So these people that are placed into your life strategically throughout your time here on Earth, there are going to be people that I consider inhibitors, the ones that are going to keep you from moving forward. These people are actually put here in your path, okay? And that doesn't make them all bad, horrible people, okay? Listen, these people have their own lessons that they have to go through. But the reason they're strategically placed in your life is because you both are going to amplify each other. Sometimes some people go down a darker road because of you, because they met you. Sometimes it's through ego, sometimes it's through hate. It just really depends. Really depends on the situation. But these people use you as their own catalyst, so they jump off of you, stepping on you. You're a stepping stool to that. Where it is bad, what they do, you gotta understand they have their own stuff they have to deal with and dish out. Okay? You need to learn to separate yourself from people. You need to realize that everything around you here, this is your world. This is what revolves around you. Everything here in the present moment in time. This is where your where your mindset needs to shift. You need to be here in the present moment. Everyone outside of you, friends, family, uncles, aunts, besties, whatever, they need to stay on the outside of you. Okay? Another thing that I personally had to go through is realize that not every situation or circumstance or thing that has happened when I was present was about me. What I mean is if somebody's having a bad day, okay, and I'm just speaking from personal experience, okay, I had to overgrow and overcome this. Some people do it earlier than others. It's a thing. We all grow in different on different speeds, on different wavelengths, okay? But I had to learn that when somebody else is going through something, that didn't mean that it had to do with me, okay? And I had to learn to separate myself from that. And it was really hard, I'll be honest, because I think we get stuck in these cycles where we think, oh, this person's acting this way because of something I did. Or what did I do? Did I do something wrong? This person's acting weird today. No, internal struggles, guys, internal struggles. Not everything that's going on is because of you. Remember, you are here to bear witness, not only to your life, but to other people's lives. Okay, pause to save. Okay, I got that out. So now we're going to move on to another level of these people that are inhibitors. When we get so attached to people, we cling to them. And when we cling to them, we take their word as law. When we are taking somebody else's word as law, we are actually harming ourselves. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? When you are a human being, and I know that all of us are, you need to realize that your brain, your thoughts, and your own perception is key to a fundamental life that is going to bring you a prophetic, abundant, and like resilient life. Your thoughts alone are more important than another's. And it is not to say that you cannot take advice and place it in your life where it fits as a puzzle piece, but you do not sit there and stay in the present of what they say, if that makes sense. Like, you need to separate the person. Take the information and separate yourself from the person. Because sometimes the knowledge that comes out of their mouth is far and in between. And then there's going to be other days or other weeks where everything they say is going to be a piece to your puzzle, okay? But you need to still separate yourself from the person. Because there's going to be a day where that person is not going to have the same mentality that they did for those last couple of weeks, maybe months. And suddenly they're going to say something that'll trigger you, okay? This is why the separation is so important. Because the moment that it triggers you, remember, you think their word is law. So guess what? They're going through a bad time. Now, all of a sudden, you're going to be going through a bad time because now you guys are connected. You guys are holding on to each other. And guess what? When one starts pulling, you're going to start falling with. You're going to start syncing with that person. This is why it is so important to separate yourself from people. Okay, I'm going to put in a scenario. Let's say you're syncing with somebody right now. I don't know who this is for because I feel like I need to tap into it. If you are syncing with somebody right now, you need to close off communication. I don't mean block them, especially if they're a really good friend of yours. I mean, you need to take a couple steps back. You need to let your friend know, or like whoever it is, you need a minute. Tell them that you are feeling very overwhelmed and that you need some time to really clear your head, and let them know that it is nothing against them, or, you can word it however you need to word it, but you need to take a couple steps back. You need to reconfigure your brain into the direction on your life, because if you were too focused on your friend's life, guess what? If you were supposed to go this way and your friend has to go this way because of whatever karma or whatever they're going through, you are in their magnetic pull. And guess what? Your path, it's changing. You just shifted, and you could have probably, been a lot farther down your path going towards your goals and your dreams. But instead, you got carried away with your friend's bullshit. And I'm not saying that their bullshit isn't hard and horrible, and like we shouldn't have compassion for them and hold them in our hearts and like hold them in high regard or this or that. Like, I'm saying you need to understand that your life alone is more valuable and more important than your best friends. And it is not to say that they are less than you. It is not to say that they are beneath you, or that your life is like somehow more divine than theirs, or any type of weird, like backward-minded things that people do, okay? It is to say that that friend has to learn the lesson on their own in such a way that is going to benefit them so they can get back on their right path. You need to be focusing here in your world. Because if you are not here in your world, in your present reality, you are in somebody else's reality. And if you cannot focus here in your reality, you're going to miss some important doors that could open for you financially, and or love, or whatever you are manifesting or thinking about. If you are over here and looking at them, and there's somebody that is just like right here, and your eyes are over here because you're like, oh my God, my friend, this and this, or family, whatever, this person's going to walk by. Now, if it is for you, you'll meet again, right? So that is another message within that. But you miss out on opportunities when your eyes are astray from the path that you should be on. That is why it is so important to understand that you need to detach yourself from the people around you. You can love full-heartedly and care about people without being immersed and devoured by their lives. We will stop that video there because we are at 9:29. But I hope that this section or this segment helps somebody. So, happy Friday, and I love you.